Hi, I'm Roberta Fernandez, and this video is designed to help you learn a little bit about hypnosis and to prepare you for our initial consultation. I hope you enjoy. So, a lot of people ask me, why do you say that hypnosis is a natural state of mind? Well, I say that because you go into a hypnotic state at least twice every single day. When you go to sleep, you pass from waking consciousness, we call that the beta state, through the two hypnotic states of trance called alpha and theta, and then finally into sleep, which is referred to as delta. When you wake up in the morning, you come back up through these natural states the other way. It's a really good time for you to give yourself suggestions for how good a night's sleep you're going to have and how wonderful your day is going to be. Even during your waking state, you might experience alpha state hypnosis. Let me ask you, have you ever driven from point A to point B and not remembered how you got there? Have you ever lost yourself in a book and finished hours later and not even realized how much time had gone by? Or maybe you got lost in a movie or a TV show or while gardening or playing sports. These are all examples of alpha trance. Your conscious mind takes a mini vacation of sorts and checks out, while your subconscious mind takes over and you never miss a beat. As you can see, hypnotic states occur naturally throughout your day, allowing you to enter a place of heightened awareness and focus. Because you haven't learned how to access this state intentionally, the hypnotist serves as your guide to help you get there. Now, once you've had sufficient practice, you can learn to do it on your own for your benefit. In fact, all hypnosis is self-hypnosis, and the most powerful ideas and suggestions are always the ones you give yourself. Now, another question that I get often is, what should I expect in a hypnosis session, and how will I know that I've been hypnotized? Well, let's start with, like most things that you might have seen on TV or in the movies, it turns out that they aren't really like that in real life. Now, it's certainly true for how hypnosis is typically shown to take control over someone. Well, I wish I had that kind of magic wand that could assist you in getting whatever you want instantly, but I don't. In reality, hypnosis is a tool that assists you in taking back control of those parts of your life that might seem out of control to you. People experience hypnosis in many different ways. Everyone's different. You might feel heavy or light or tingly, or you might just have the wonderful experience of sitting in a chair. You will feel what you're supposed to feel, and your mind will be alert and active the entire time. Now, there might be times when you might need to cough or sneeze or adjust your body. So go ahead. Hypnosis isn't fragile, and when you allow your body to be comfortable, it actually helps deepen your hypnosis experience. There also might be some moments when you are so deeply interested in what the hypnotist is saying, and there may be some times when your conscious mind wanders off to who knows where, but your subconscious mind is always paying attention. There's going to be some interesting moments that are fun for you and opportunities that let you know how well you're doing. And these also provide information that helps determine the most effective strategies and tools that might be used in future sessions. So even though the word sleep might be used to take you into hypnosis, you are not asleep. When you're in the state of hypnosis, your subconscious mind is far more alert than you are at this very moment. And when you emerge, you'll feel relaxed and refreshed, like you've had a good night's rest. And you'll remember about as much as you would normally remember from any conversation. The other really popular thing that people ask me is, how much? How many visits am I going to need? Well, honestly, I don't know yet. The number of visits you need depends on many factors, and the most important one being the issue and the benefits that you want to achieve. At FAIR, we use a client-centered approach to determine exactly what is appropriate for your individual situation. We seldom offer single sessions because lasting results can rarely be achieved through that. You will have an initial consultation to go over your objectives, get your questions answered, understand expectations, and you'll receive the best options and pricing that's suited for your specific needs. Another question is hypnosis therapy? Well, many people confuse hypnosis with therapy. And here's just the simplest way to differentiate between the two. Traditional psychotherapy focuses on the diagnosis and conventional conversational treatment of mental disease. Hypnosis uses trance and suggestion in the subconscious mind to adjust habits of thought, feelings, and behavior. Now, some therapists do use hypnotic tools in their practices. I've trained some of them. Consulting hypnotists, though, are not licensed, and they do not diagnose or treat any disease, but they can work with the underlying condition for many of these issues. At times, a hypnotist might work as a team member with your doctor or therapist, or they might refer you to one of them if your situation is outside their boundaries of practice. Because all hypnosis is self-hypnosis, it's a tool that you can use for everyday challenges in a way that is safe and effective. There are many different reasons why people seek hypnosis, but all of them have the common denominator of wanting to take back control over something. Hypnosis can be effective with issues like stress or sleep, fears, confidence, worry, weight, smoking, and emotion resolution, just to name a few. You can use hypnosis to help change behaviors, improve yourself personally, spiritually, or professionally, or simply to provide a general sense of well-being. The key to your success is your desire for change and the benefits that you believe it will provide you. Then people also ask, how is my approach to problem solving different than maybe something else I've tried before? Well, there are many different hypnotic techniques that can be used to help you reach a specific goal. But it's helpful that you understand that hypnosis is a blend of science, meaning how your mind works, and art, how to apply those specific techniques. And while the relationship between your mind, brain, body, and spirit is extremely complex and in many ways not completely understood, there is a simple way to illustrate factors and components that are applicable to the hypnotic process. The first is to understand what I call the 4 laws of the mind, and I use the acronym of FARE, F-A-R-E. The F stands for focus. What you focus on expands. So to get the results you want, it's time to look at where you're putting your focus. And hypnosis, we focus on solutions. A stands for associate. When your thoughts and images are similar in nature to your focus, your mind starts to connect everything to that focus. So hypnosis eliminates triggers that reinforce unwanted behaviors. R is for repeat. Whatever you repeat often enough and believe passionately enough will become the truth in your life. Hypnosis makes sure your beliefs are aligned with your goals. And finally, E is for expect. You get exactly what you expect you will, and your subconscious mind will filter out anything to the contrary. Hypnosis reframes your expectations to align with your goals. Now, most of the hypnotic process is spent focusing on the benefits and the goals you wish to attain. In other words, changing perceptions around beliefs and behaviors to shift your focus and expectations to what you really want. Second, knowing how your mind works allows you to appreciate why hypnosis is so effective. A very simplistic way to do this is to divide it into 2 parts. First, there's your conscious mind, and this is where you're functioning right now. It's about 5% of your mind's processing capacity, able to handle about 5 things at a time, plus or minus 2, depending on your energy level at particular moment. Anything more, and things start falling through the cracks or the quality begins to erode. You get overwhelmed. Now, the conscious mind is analytical and logical. It has to be able to figure stuff out. It's home to your short-term memory, affirmations, willpower, and it's the place of your shoulds. The other 95% is comprised of two parts, the unconscious mind and the subconscious mind. Now, the unconscious part of your mind is primarily responsible for controlling bodily processes. The body is the primary method of communication between the subconscious and the conscious minds. The subconscious mind can handle thousands, hundreds of thousands of things at one time, and mostly behind the scenes, meaning you have no conscious awareness of them. This is the part of the mind that is the focus of hypnotic work. The subconscious mind is home to your rules about life, long-term memory and life stories, intuition, your emotions, values and beliefs, and your imagination. It's home to your wants. And as you can see, it's almost the polar opposite of your conscious mind. So let me give you a metaphor for how this might work. Think of your subconscious mind as a computer. When you buy a new computer, it has no programming in it yet, and it can only operate based on the programming that you put in it. When you're born, you're mostly unprogrammed, and then every day, new programming is added. And you continue to add programs to your subconscious computer every day of your life through your life experiences from many sources over time. This is the way your subconscious mind works. And ultimately, your computer makes you into the type of the person that it perceives you to be based on all the programming you've gotten. For example, let's take a heavy person who's just gotten out of the shower and he's standing in front of a mirror toweling off, and he says to himself, "Boy, am I fat." Now, those words go right into the subconscious mind, and it says, "Yep, that matches the programming that I have in here. That matches my perception of you." So it easily accepts that suggestion. So the perception of that individual being fat becomes stronger, and they become even heavier. On the other hand, if that same heavy person stands in front of that mirror and says some affirmations like, "I'm thin, I'm trim, and I'm attractive," the subconscious mind says, "Nope, that doesn't match the programming," and it's not allowed in. Affirmations only work if they're believable enough to be accepted by your programming. Habits are another type of programming in your subconscious mind. Some are good, others are bad, but most of your habits are simply utilitarian that allow you to automatically respond in a certain fashion when something happens. Creating habits of thoughts and actions help provide efficiency for the constant complex activity in your brain. Emotions are also programmed into the subconscious mind, and they release actual chemical signatures in your body. Emotions are a part of your internal GPS system, helping you find your way toward a need or a desire that must be satisfied in order to maintain your physical and mental health. Your mind is also programmed to be protective against danger, real or imagined. Anything imagined by the subconscious mind is just as real as if it was actually happening. The brain can't tell the difference. Now, somewhere around the age of 7, something called the critical factor is formed. It's a gatekeeper of sorts, guarding your beliefs and your weaker, easily overwhelmed conscious mind. But it's a double-edged sword in that it allows for more efficiency and less confusion, but it also prevents you from accessing and changing old, outdated beliefs that are driving your current thoughts and behaviors. Hypnosis helps you bypass that critical factor, accessing the old programming that resides in your mind so you can delete those programs that are standing in the way of ideas that would now serve you better. And once you change the programming, Your computer mind must now operate on that new information. So we're confident that you're going to enjoy our sessions together. If there's something that we haven't covered in this talk or on the website or that you'd like to know more about, just make some notes and we can discuss them in your initial consultation. Hypnosis is a powerful way for you to change your life.